G'day guys, and welcome to the career simulation of one man, and that man is this man right here, LeBron James Jr. So I've used someone else's face scan. It was the closest I could get to LeBron James. So yeah, Bronny will be in the league next year, but it is still not known what team he'll go to. Whatever team it is, I'm going to stay on that team until he either gets traded or leaves. So let's check it out. Alright, so Cleveland are on the clock, and they take LeBron James Jr. So LeBron James Jr. is going to the Cavs. Alright, so that'll do. We'll simulate to the end here, and I will change automation to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Alright, so my partner's going to be home soon, guys, so if this video does stop, that's because she is home. And then I'll just continue it on from there. So there will be a short cut in the middle, and you'll see the rest of the video straight after the cut, pretty much. So let's just advance to the next season and see what the Cavaliers have got on their roster. Alright, so the Cavaliers roster looks like this. So obviously Garland will be their sixth man. No real big changes going into the season. Robin Lopez is the only change coming into centre for Drummond. So Bronny will be the centerpiece for this season. So let's just simulate through and see how Bronny does. So they get a win. LeBron James Jr. puts up 22 points, 13 rebounds and 4 assists, as well as 2 blocks. So what we'll do is we'll simulate through to the All-Star break and see if Bronny can make that. Alright, so we'll go just before this All-Star break. Hopefully, actually I want to turn, I don't know, hang on 2 seconds guys, just let me fix up the, I want to turn injuries off. Alright, that's all good. So injuries are off, but I also want to go into automation and turn this all to auto, as I don't want to control anything. Trades and everything are automatic, which I probably didn't do, so that means we didn't make any real signings in free agency. So Bronny's going to have a tough year this year, but he should put up some pretty good numbers on this team. So I'm not expecting playoffs in the first year, but you never know. It is LeBron James Jr. As we go through here, we're looking pretty good at the moment. Alright, so I'm currently also watching the Super Bowl today, as it's Super Bowl Sunday in America and Super Bowl Monday over here in Australia. So yeah, I'm just enjoying a bit of Super Bowl action as well. So yeah, let's check out the All-Star teams. So no LeBron James Jr. What is he averaging though? Wow, he's not living up to the expectations I thought he would. He's doing alright, but yeah, definitely not where I thought he'd be. So we'll pretty much just simulate the rest of the regular season. Highly doubt we're going to be a playoffs team, but yeah, it is what it is, hey. Alright, so we go through here. LeBron James Jr. leads them to 30 wins and 52 losses. A bit disappointing there, not going to lie, but hey, you know, you can't really expect too much more. Alright, so we look through here. LeBron James Jr. does pick up the Rookie of the Year award. There's all the other awards if you are interested. He makes the all defensive second team, so that's good to see. Awesome stuff there in his first year. So they didn't make the playoffs, that's cool. We'll just simulate through here. Alright, so not going to worry about too much. I'm just going to let them sort all this out. The only thing I will look at is league meetings. No, that's turned off. That's fine. That's all good. So the Cavs should have a pretty good draft pick. I do want to see who they took in this one. So they take Jimmy Gilbert, who was the 4th pick overall, and he's a 75. Okay, that's fine. So let's jump past free agency. I want to see who's coming over to the Cavs. So there's your 1, 2, 3, 4. So Sexton's gone. Okay, so they've picked up a few good signings here. That's not too bad. Who do they get for centre? Okay, so we got Darryl McLeod, who was a 2nd round pick. Okay, they're going to struggle with the centre spot there, so that's cool. We'll auto-generate again. Advance to next season. So what's the team looking like now? LeBron James Jr., Zach LaVine, Isaac Okoro, Kevin Love, and Luke Cornett. Alright, so yeah, again, probably not looking like it's going to be too crazy of a season. We'll simulate down here. Hopefully they can make the playoffs sometime in Bronny's career, because I do want to see him take on his father at some point in a playoff series. But yeah, it's looking like they probably will make the playoffs this year, but they'd have to get to the finals to play LeBron, because they're in different conferences. So they're looking alright at the moment. Let's just hope Bronny can take them to... Okay, so no LeBron James Jr. That's fine. We'll simulate through to the end of the season here. And yeah, we will be a playoffs team, so that is exciting. 2nd year LeBron James Jr. gets his playoff appearance. I doubt we will see him take on his father at this year though, so... Oh, Taylor Horton Tucker gets most improved. Sweet. Horton Tucker, sorry. So, no LeBron James Jr. on any of those teams except for this one. So he's back on an all-defensive team. And what was his stats looking like this year? So yeah, he's not putting up crazy numbers. I might actually put him as the first option as we lose. I'm pretty sure we're up 3-1 there too. So we blew a 3-1 lead, but that's all good. So yeah, he is still the best player on the team, but I don't think he's really improving too much there. So LeBron James, we will take him away there from retiring. So obviously there's no league meetings. We won't have a good draft pick, I think. Yeah, so we get pick 19, who's 73 overall. Hang on, I'll let them do all this. I don't want to do any of this, so come on, hurry up. 3 years through and we haven't really achieved what I thought we would. Bronny is now a 89 overall. I do want him being the first option. Okay, so don't think we've really got... Oh, we've got Vucevic now. Okay, so now I'd say we probably could compete with Vucevic there. The bench isn't too bad either, so I think we could definitely improve this season and compete for that championship. So I don't know where LeBron is. I'm assuming he's on the Lakers. When we get to the All-Star break, we'll have a look. Alright. Okay, so we're really not playing that well. I thought we'd do a bit better than this, but we're actually struggling quite a bit. So, All-Star teams, LeBron James Jr. finally makes one. However, LeBron James does not. So where is LeBron James? There he is. He is still on the Lakers. 39 years old, he is on the Lakers. So let's simulate this game with Simcast, as I want to see father versus son at least the end of the game here. So it looks like it's going to be a tight one. Let's go the last minute here. And yeah, check it out. So LeBron James versus his son. It's going to be very entertaining. Alright. Here we go. Oh no, I don't want to play. My apologies. Take that off. Here we go. Backcourt violation. Bloody hell.
Like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
So we don't see LeBron James out here. He's benched. And Bronny isn't out here either. So can I do want to get them both out. So let's go game plan. Of course he fouled out. So we're not going to see father versus son, unfortunately. But I will just watch the rest of this game. I would have thought we'd have Bronny on, but unfortunately we do not. As you can see him on the Cavaliers bench there.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Alright, seeing as we can't see father versus son, let's just simcast the rest of this game. There you go. Cavs end up winning this one. Hopefully we get another game. If not, then it is what it is. We just don't see father versus son. No, there will not be another game. Ah well. Right, so let's simulate the regular season, see how we go. Hopefully we do get that win. The playoff series, I mean, sorry. So, a little bit of an improvement on last year. We get no awards there. All NBA second team. No, LeBron, so father and son are there with the All NBA third team. Bronny does make the all defensive second team as well. Alright, so let's simulate the round. No good there, so we are out of the playoffs. Luka Doncic wins this one, so player retirements, LeBron James, I can't overturn it, so we won't see father versus son, but it was cool to have them in the NBA together. Alright, so we'll pretty much just do the remainder of this. Hopefully we can see some success from Bronny now that LeBron's out of the picture. He's finally retired, so we hopefully will see some Bronny action. So again, there's been a few changes made to the team. It's looking pretty good this year. Hopefully it can be a playoff team, because Bronny is not. I might set Bronny's potential a bit, because what did he average last year? He's going up in points, but I do want to edit his potential a bit, because I feel like they might have made it real low. There you go. So I want to make it a 99. Because I do want him to progress. So he should be in the All-Star team this year, as he is leading this team very well now. Although they get a few losses there, but we're looking pretty good. Alright. So, yeah, look, we're not looking too bad. We should be a playoffs team again, but probably won't be that high up. As we, don't get many more wins. There's a few more losses there, but do we make the All-Star team? LeBron James Jr. does not. Okay, fair enough. Surely he's putting up decent numbers. Like, how is he not making it? He's putting up similar numbers to what he did last year. Like, I don't understand how he didn't make that, but hey, that's the NBA for you. So we've got a better record than we did last season. So we are improving as a team, which is awesome to see. Luka Doncic wins the MVP award. No awards for us. He doesn't make the first team or the second team, but he does get on the third team and the all defensive second. So there you go, guys. There's the awards. Let's simulate through the playoffs. Bronny finally gets a ring though, so he doesn't make an all-star, but he gets a finals MVP. So LeBron James gets his LeBron James Jr. gets his ring. Alrighty, Roo. Let's run through here. We'll continue through and do another season. We've got a long way to go yet. So Bronny finally gets his ring. That's awesome to see. That's number 1 for him. Can he go back to back? Auto-generate rookies. Is he going to stay on the Cavs? Yes, he does. So not too many changes to the team this season. Hopefully they can continue on, and yeah, we can get another ring for Bronny Jr. Alright, there we go. We're going pretty well at the moment, so I'm hoping it's going to be maybe a top 4 seed, hopefully. We're looking pretty good as it stands now. If Bronny's not in the All-Stars, I'm going to be very surprised. He definitely should be up there. He put up terrific numbers last year, didn't make it. So really hoping he gets in there this year. And does he? Yes, he's in the reserves. He's a 3-time All-Star. Did I miss him last year? Or have I just missed? I don't know. I don't know what I've done. But yeah, Bronny goes through. And we are seeing something great here. LeBron James Jr. is hoping to get his second ring. So no awards there for Bronny. LeBron James Jr. doesn't make an NBA team. He does still make the defensive team though, so we are the 2nd seed over in the Eastern Conference. So let's simulate the playoffs. No, we get knocked out by the Pistons. Damn. Alright, Bronny. Is he up for... Let's just see if they've got a team option on him. No, they don't. So does that mean... So he's obviously going to be with the team. I doubt he'd leave yet. But again, you never know. He might just take time to become amazing. So he's still sitting at a 91, and we've lost a few key players here. So, or either that or they're regressing. So is he still a 99 in potential? No, now he's a 91 in potential. Let's boost his morale, because that could be a big issue for us too. So we'll up him to a 90 for morale. Alright, now hopefully he makes this All-Stars team, because if he doesn't, then yeah, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this video. So it's not great for Bronny. If he doesn't make the All-Stars team, I won't be surprised with the way the team is going. Maybe they need to do some trades in the off-season, because it's really not helping for Bronny Jr. Alright. Stringing some wins together now, which is good. Hopefully they can get there and he can participate in another All-Stars game. So he gets that one. He's the four-time All-Star now. Still not starting though. What's his stats? What is he putting up? So yeah, he's regressing a lot in his stats, which is disappointing for me. I don't like that, but hopefully he can fix that up going through this season. I think we've only missed the playoffs once though, so that's in his first year. That's not too bad, but we do not improve this season. We actually get worse. Does he make any of these teams? He does. He's back on the All-NBA second, and he's still on the defensive team. So Yeah, we're the 6th seed now, so I doubt we're going to get out of this one. We don't. Hopefully they can do something good here and we can see LeBron James Jr. get to some success, because he's really not living up to the hype that I was expecting. So I reckon they might make some big changes here in Cleveland. So no, they keep it pretty similar, like no real changes at all. Kevin Love's still here. I don't know what they're going to do. Alright, so All-Star break. Like, yeah, the chemistry's alright, but we need to start stringing some wins together, and it just doesn't seem like it's happening. We're going alright this season though, so I'll wait and see at the end of the season if we have improved at all. But yeah, it's not looking great at the moment. So we are at 31 and 23. Okay, we're at the All-Star break. Let's check it out. All-Star teams. So he's finally a starter. We'll take that. Alright, so let's simulate the regular season now. Hopefully, well, at least he's got one championship. That's the main thing, I guess. Hopefully he can just get a few more. That would be nice. So 49-33, we improve on last year. No awards for Bronny. He does make the All-NBA second team, and he's still on the All-Defensive second team. We are the 6th seed once again. So let's just simulate the playoffs. Okay, so we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but get knocked out by LaMelo Ball. Alright, let's see if Cleveland will make any big changes this season. They haven't really shaken up too much in the last few years, so I'm hoping something big comes this year and we can see Bronny with a decent... And we're back, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, we had the game crash there, unfortunately, so that is no good. But yeah, so what's actually Bronny's off the team. Okay, so I wasn't expecting this. So he's obviously signed elsewhere, which could be good for him. So he is now on the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm assuming he's replacing Damian Lillard. So wow, okay. So let's go the Blazers, yes, and we'll take ourselves off the Cavs. And there we go. So Okoro also joins. They've got a really good team. I do think the Cavaliers will the Portland Trail Blazers will probably win this season. So Bronny, first scoring option once again. And yeah, hopefully he makes an All-Star appearance. That would be nice. Oh, hang on, I've got to change this stupid automation crap again. I hate doing this. I wish when you just had it on a team it just did this. It'd be nice, but oh well. There we go. Alright, Bronny. Hopefully that he's on a new team now. He can win a championship, but I suppose you never know. He's looking good at the moment. He's got this team on a 20-8 record, so it's looking the goods at the moment for Bronny. So let's see how they go here. The Kings, alright, so hey, at least he won the championship with the Cavaliers, so he's got one there, so I'm assuming he's definitely going to be a starter this year. He is, he's a starter, so that's awesome to see. Let's just check out his mid-year stats. Okay, that's the LeBron James Jr. we thought we would see. Look at those numbers, he's killing it over here in Portland. Alright, so we'll simulate the regular season. He's struggling at the moment, but that's alright. So yeah, this is going to be the best record he's ever had on a team, getting 60 wins and 22 losses. No MVP for him, as he doesn't even make the second or third team. Wow. Still on the All-NBA, All-Defensive second team, as we are the 1 seed over here in the West. Portland comes so close but lose to LaMelo again. Bronny hasn't had much luck there with LaMelo, so yeah, hopefully Portland has kept a pretty strong team together, and LeBron James Jr. can continue his legacy over here. So we will see how LeBron James Jr. is going over here. So he's still 96 overall. I'll just make sure that he's what am I doing? I don't want to go into here. So is he still a 99 potential? He is. Morale's down a bit, but that's alright. We'll up that to about 80. Alright, LeBron. See how you go. Simulate through date. You got to think he's going to get a finals appearance this year too. I'd like to see him get an MVP, but he's just not up there yet. Alright, so another good start to the year. It's around the same as it was last year at this point. So I'd love to see another 60-win year for us. But I'd be happy with mid-50s, that'd be awesome. As it looks like we're doing pretty well, to be honest. Alright, so back here should be a starter. He's not a starter, he's on the reserves. Ooh. What numbers is he putting up this year? Only 22.6, so he has taken a step back there. Maybe he won't get MVP. He's at least gotten a finals MVP, so that's something. But yeah, it hasn't been all great for LeBron James Jr. as he finishes this year with a 58-24 record. No awards there for LeBron James Jr. He makes the All-NBA third team, but he doesn't make a defensive team this year. Damn. So we are the first seed again. Hopefully, no, we get knocked out by the Pelicans, I believe. No, the Rockets. Alright, so we'll continue on here. Next season, it's been good for him on the Trailblazers, but still hasn't got his second championship. And LeBron James, you know what he did in his career? Some amazing things. Alright, so Bronny took a step back last year, but hopefully we can see him improve once again. Alright, so off to a mediocre start. Thought it might be a little bit better than this, but it's still around the same as it was last year. If we can continue with these W's, that's going to be good. It's actually around really close to what it was last year, so I'd say we'll probably finish another mid-50 to 60 win team. Come on, Bronny. Alright. So, all-star teams. He's back as a starter, so I'm assuming he's putting up some pretty good numbers. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and nearly a block a game. Alright, so we'll simulate the regular season. Hopefully he can get a good regular season result here, but I don't think it'll be a 60-win team. It definitely will not be now. So we finish with 57 and 25 again. Nothing on the first team. He gets on the NBA second team. He finally gets a defensive first team though, so that's good. Alright, so we'll simulate playoffs. We get through there, and Bronny wins another finals MVP. So he's got his second championship. I'm happy with that. 2 championships on 2 different teams. Is he going to stay at Portland, or is he going to go to another team now? I'd say he's probably still got a couple of years left at the Blazers, but you never know. So yeah, he is still on Portland. So once again, down to the All-Star break. Simulate through here. Another bit of a rocky start to the season, but I'm hoping he can improve on this. It's a pretty bad start, to be honest, in comparison to the other years. He might be starting to find his feet now, but I'm hoping he's putting up good numbers because the team's really not gelling that well this season. They might turn it around at the end, but I don't think we'll be a first seed this year. So I'm assuming Bronny probably is going to be on the All-Stars. He is, but he's not the captain yet. Still starting though. Wow, he's really regressed. 16 points. Wow, Bronny, what the hell's going on? I think we need to get Bronny out of Portland now, unless he can turn it around and get some wins together and take this team to another championship. So we're looking at probably another, yeah, we're 53 and 29. No awards for us there. Bronny makes the All-NBA third team and the All-Defensive second team. So we're the second seed here in the East. We're knocked out by OKC in that one. So yeah, I was expecting a bit better there from Bronny as well, but hey, it is what it is. Is he going to stay on Portland though, or is he going to another club? So he's now won 2 championships with 2 different teams, but he's never really looked successful after his first championship on either of those teams. So he's now 98 overall. So this, I'm hoping, will be a brilliant season for him, as he starts it off looking pretty bad. I think this is one of the worst seasons he's had starting off, but they're starting to get their chemistry up a bit, so hopefully they can gel in some wins. We really need that chemistry to go to about an 85 would be nice. That should piece together the season at the end of the year. Oh, it's not looking good for Bronny. He probably will be an All-Star again. He is. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to actually get a championship here again. We will be a finals team. We will definitely be in the playoffs, but I don't know if we're going to make the NBA finals. So 54 and 28, that was pretty good actually. So nothing there. Pardon me. All NBA second team, he makes that, and he makes the all defensive first team. Let's simulate the playoffs as we beat the Warriors, beat the Wolves, but lose to the Pistons. Oh, so close. Alright. So what's this? This must be like his 10th or 11th season. 2 championships. We really need to keep this going though. Really hope we can make something happen this year. He's now 99 overall. Surely that means playoffs. Alright, here we go. It's looking alright for us. It's not looking too bad at all, that's for sure. So this is probably one of the better starts he's had for a while. So hopefully he can finish strong. But yeah, LeBron James Jr., he's had a pretty good career so far. It hasn't been great, and he definitely hasn't put up amazing numbers, but he's definitely had a fairly good career, as he is a starter in the Western Conference team. Alright, so let's hope he can take it through and win a championship now. So he's finally a starter, that's good to see. I'm pumped about that. But can he continue on to win? That is the big question. As Johan Noel Switz, I don't know how to pronounce it, is your MVP. We are the second seed again. So let's simulate the playoffs. Hopefully we can get this. We lose to the Bulls. Alright, so Bronny, he's gone there. He's done what he needed to do. Hopefully he gets a trade out of Houston now, because it's obviously not working that well for him. Alright, Bronny. Let's see how you go. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, so the game plan. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how he's going to go this season. I'm assuming he's going to be in the playoffs, so we'll just simulate the regular season now. Get through this as quickly as we can. And yeah, I don't know how we're going to go. Bit nervous about this. It's going to be a pretty wild year by the looks of it. Hasn't been a great start for him in comparison to his other years. But yeah, hopefully we can get LeBron James Jr. his third championship. If it's not this year, then I reckon he opts to leave the Trailblazers and go to another team. That's just my opinion, but that's what I reckon he will do. So it'd be nice to be a 50-win team, but it's not looking likely. There we go, 48-34. So not in the first team. He does make the second and the first defensive. We are third overall in the Western Conference, as we beat the Lakers, and then the Kings win to I don't know what I'm saying. I'm very confused at the moment. So, a lot of players retiring here. I will actually let Ben Simmons play on. But yeah, so let's just check out his career stats at the moment. So he is, hang on, where is he? So he is starting to regress a little bit here. Like, he's still a 99 overall, but yeah, I don't know how he's going to go. Alright, I do think he needs a new team though, so hopefully this year he can get a new team. Auto-generate. Alright, what are we looking at here? I want to see how old he is. He's 33. He's probably got maybe 5 years left. Still in the Trailblazers though, so yeah, I don't really know how he's going to go this year. He's off to a decent start. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Now it's starting to look a bit bad. Now it's pretty bad. As we go, yeah, we're not looking too good at the moment. Come on, Bronny. We need a good year, mate. So I reckon I'm just going to say we'll probably finish off with about 45 wins this year. We'll be a playoffs team, but it won't be a good one, is basically what I'm getting at. 44 wins. No awards there for LeBron James Jr., but he makes the first team. We're the 7th seed. Get knocked out in 4, so he gets swept. He needs a new team. All these awesome players retiring, that's crazy. Alright, here we go. Advance to next season. I just hope Bronny can pull a rabbit out of the hat in the new season, otherwise we could be stuffed. Alright, so is he on the Trailblazers? He still is, and they have got a lot, but they don't really have that great of a team, so I'm hoping he can get a championship here. But it's not looking great for him, unfortunately, so this really sucks. I was hoping to see him pull in 5 or 6 championships in his time in the NBA, but it's not looking like this sim will allow that. Maybe I gemmed in the wrong LeBron James Jr. I was hoping to get someone that was just going to come in and kill it, but I mean, he came in as an 85 overall. Like, you'd expect that to be pretty good. I mean, he's not doing too bad this year. Could finish off with 50 wins, and he will finish off with 53 wins. He finally gets an MVP. Look at that. There we go. Is this going to be the year? The year it all changes and LeBron James gets another ring. No, we get knocked out. So what I might do is I might actually shorten the rotation a bit next year. I know I said I didn't really want to do too much like with the coaching side of things, but he needs more minutes, and that's all it comes down to pretty much. So yeah, I will shorten the rotation. We'll go probably an 8-man rotation. That gives him 37 minutes, so I'm hoping to see him get another MVP. Hopefully he can make something happen this season, because last season, let's be honest, wasn't really that great. So we're starting off pretty average, to be honest. Hasn't really been that good at all. Yeah, it's not looking great for us. Alright. Yeah, no, it's not looking really great, but I suppose you never really know. We could end up getting this win here. But we finish off with a 39-43 season. That was his worst since the first year. Still makes the All-NBA first team, but he's putting up pretty bad numbers. He's 35 years old now. He's actually starting to regress. I think this might be the end for Bronny. Unless he ends up on another team. But yeah, I highly doubt he's going to retire. So yeah, he doesn't retire yet, but I don't think he'll be in the league for too much longer. And if he is, it's probably not going to be on, a really good team. So he's still on this team. He's 95 overall. So hopefully, actually, we've probably got a new coach now, so I'm going to have to make him our first scoring option again. And we're starting to win more games with him as our first scoring option. We're off to a better start than we were last year, that's for sure. So I'm hoping having him at the first spot there will help. Alright, so the partner's home now, so what I might do is after this season I might end this video. Yeah, so hopefully this one will go as quickly as possible, because I don't think we're actually going to get too far. Come on. There we go. So we don't make playoffs, I'm assuming. He does. He puts up crazy numbers there. Yeah, so we will drop out here, I think. Okay, so he still doesn't retire, but I'm going to call it there, guys. Let's check out his stats. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Here are LeBron James Jr.'s stats over his career.